Hello everybody, we got some pretty big news today. I want to talk about the update that just dropped and what it fixed, all the information we have that seems to heavily hint towards a future update, and a new bug they put in the game. We got a lot to talk about, and I'm going to go through it very quickly as a little update for you guys. So first off, 10.0.1 just dropped, and it fixed the performance issues for Switch 1 users, where things would be laggier or out of sync. It should now run as the same quality as the prior update, so they fixed all of that. And they also fixed the ability to get out of bounds or in the terrain on Urgent Underpass, so rip the out of bounds glitch. But that's not the big news. So Splatoon JP just dropped this image, and this was talking about the XRank change they did in the update. Basically going over, like, if you have a IGN, it'll be changed based on the gear or weapon you're using, and it'll be hidden until the game is over. That's basically all it says. But if you look closely at the image, you know, they're dressed up as specific characters. Some are from the manga, some of them are from, you know, like, I don't know what it's called, the promotional characters they use for the game, like the Splatoon 2 Dooley, the Splatoon 3 Bow player. I'm sorry for blanking on the names. Anyway, point being, there's one piece of gear here that's out of place, and that's these shoes. They are not equipable. Now, they are in the game. We do actually know what these are. They're these. They are the gear that the rival Octolings can equip in Alterna. And so, sick. If that's being put in the game, that's what it seems to indicate. And this is not the first time something in 10.0 has shown off something that isn't in the game. If you go back to this trailer, there's a block on Marlin here that's not put in the game. And it's a block that makes sense. It enables a jump, right? This is probably an actual change, but it's not in the game in version 10.0, nor is it in 10.1. It's not in the patch notes, nothing. But it's here. Why would it be here? I don't think this is scrapped. Now, in addition to that, Yaga has compiled a whole ton of evidence on Blue Sky of, like, kind of natural things we can assume. So, for example, they only put one charger kit in the game. The distribution's a bit odd. They specify this as a Splatlands collection. They can easily do an Inkopolis collection. The points for special, or not points for special, the sub and special distribution are off. There's a 3rd anniversary coming up. There's a whole page of nothing, and I'd like to add to this here. First off, any weapons that got a Sheldon's Picks before that didn't get in the Kensa collection later got in Sheldon's Picks. There is a precedent for doing the new brand and then an old brand and having all weapons that got 3rd kits before getting them later. Secondly, for the stages, and I don't have this pulled up right now, but you can check if you want, it is also precedent to announce when the stage will be the last stage. For example, in Salmon Run, the last map was specifically stated to be the last stage being added. They didn't do this for Lemuria, and they didn't do it for Urchin Underpass either. TLDR, with all of this combined, I'm willing to bet there's a lot of evidence that we're going to get more updates. I think they want to keep the hype cycle going while Splatoon Raiders is in production. Now, anyway, with all that out of the way, I figure I'd also just end by showing off this funny replay bug. Now, as you can tell, some of the audio here is just a little broken. We're just not hearing some sounds. This footage isn't edited in any way. This is just what it sounds like. I've also gotten it to where the music is completely gone, but I've only gotten it once. The most noticeable thing, though, is if you scrub through the replay at all, if I go back 3 seconds, and go here, the music just resets. It'll just reset, and it'll do it every single time you scrub. The music will entirely reset. I had a VOD review after the update dropped. You see here, the music starts late. I'm guessing that's how I got no music at one point. I'm guessing it just failed to start somehow. This works on replays before and after 10.1. I don't know what causes this. Doesn't really matter that much, but it's really funny. So I figure I'd point it out. So yeah, that's it. Future evidence for more updates, Switch issues being fixed, and a funny bug. All good news. It's great to see. Thanks for watching.